Welcome, dear Virgo, to your tarot reading. Today I will read your cards for the upcoming week, which will begin at the 22nd of September and will end at the 28th of September. First of all, I would like to explain a few general facts about the reading. The pattern I'm going to use is the so-called Celtic cross, which shows you the general energies for the week and prospects for the near future. This pattern also provides you with insights in your environment, your wishes and fears, your mindset, and the conscious and unconscious forces within you. The so-called court cards, Knight, Queen, Prince, and Princess, often refer to special people in your life and describe their traits of character. It is not important what gender these cards show. That means a knight could also be a woman in your life, and a queen might as well be a man. Since time is fluent, some events might already have happened, whereas other events might occur a bit later. That hopefully gives you an overlook on your current life situation and some advice on how to deal with it. And now we shall begin. Dear Virgo, let's see together how your first week of fall will be. The 22nd of September will be the first day of fall. And coincidentally, it's the beginning of the week as well. So the equinox will take place on Monday, the 22nd of September this year. Depends on where you are, the time. But it's the 22nd for most of us. Yeah. And we are looking for your cards, dear Virgo. But they won't show right now. Yeah. Where are your cards, dear Virgo? Maybe you can skip that if if that lasts longer here. But sometimes it takes a while. Aha. Ha. Here we go. Your first card. Now we can start your reading soon. And here we go. Dear Virgo, your first card is the Five of Cups and your second is the Prince of Pentacles. So there may have been some kind of disappointment, something that didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Maybe you feel something fading away. But you don't seem to be very nostalgic about it. I think you just want to look forward and you want to do your work, because the Prince of Pentacles here could be you, because the energies here are like Virgo, like you are pragmatic, or he is pragmatic, the Prince of Pentacles here, and he wants to do the realistic stuff. He's not that that person who thinks too much about things, who is theoretical. He's more the person who wants to do stuff and who wants to experience things, physical things. And he's more down to earth here. And maybe you have to deal with such a person, maybe an immature person with these character traits, maybe a child of yours that is in that phase right now where it wants to touch everything and wants to try everything out. So that could also be. That's if it's another person here, the Prince of Pentacles, then he or she might be a bit exhausting for you. So it might as well, it really could be a child here, someone who takes much energy from you. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. If it's a child, that's what children do. But in the end, it's a good thing. But that means your child is healthy. But if it's not a child, it could be some annoying family member, your partner may be a bit, not that self-sufficient, maybe a bit dependent on you. Maybe you don't like that. Or there are others who depend on you too much, and you thought or your expectations were different from that. Maybe when you move, for example, you move together with someone, and you thought, we share everything, we share the costs, we share the duties, and then you end up doing all the stuff. And it's, maybe you do it better than your partner here or your roommate. So it might be the best that you do all the stuff, but it's not really fair that you do all the stuff. And your roommate or partner here could maybe also learn to do things and not be, just sitting there and playing some stupid games on the PlayStation or whatever. Something like that. Could be something like that. And maybe your partner discloses as some immature child who is not very responsible. That could be, that's just an example. But I think that Prince of Pentacles here and that disappointment here, so that kind of disappointment, are connected. And either you are disappointed by yourself, but that doesn't make too much sense for me here. But if you were the Prince of Pentacles yourself, there wouldn't be a reason for you to be disappointed of yourself. So it's maybe someone around you who turns out to be not that fabulous as you might thought he would have been. And here's the Princess of Wands. So maybe that's also that person. Very impulsive person, some passionate person who just wants to live, who just wants to be alive, feel alive, and is I think there's some erotic tension here, because they both like to get involved with physical stuff, and maybe she's maybe a bit more mature but also still young, so maybe you got caught by some young energy that made you feel very erotic or very young again, and that may some flirt, maybe on vacation, maybe you went to some beach and you got some you made some acquaintances there, and it was very nice, but nothing with future. Something which won't have any future, and that's a bit disappointing for you. So that you may had some adventure here, but it's not. It didn't last long for you. Here's the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you seem to realize something. You seem to notice something that's important. Maybe it is connected to that person here, and has to do with that sobering moment here. So yeah, there is some kind of realization. So that's good. You are you like the truth, so you're not up to get drawn into some illusional stuff here. I think you don't tend to lie to yourself here. You're quite aware of the situation here, and here's the High Priestess. So you're not quite sure right now. Maybe you're in a waiting position here. I think you are skeptical, or you've been skeptical. There is maybe some passion here. Doesn't look like serious love here from me. Maybe you are in love, but the other person is not that serious. He likes you, or she likes you, and finds you attractive and everything, but he's not that serious, not that reliable, and you like that reliability. You like that, and you appreciate that, and you could see that from the beginning. You didn't make some. You didn't have some illusions here. You said, okay, why not? Let's try it. Let's give it a try. But I'm skeptical about him or her. I don't expect him or her to stay with me forever, because he or she is younger than you, or he or she hasn't much money. He can't provide for you and himself or herself, and you don't want to provide for someone else except yourself, like something like that. So you had your doubts from the first moments, and you're just waiting on how it will go on. You're not that shocked about the truth. You are quite realistic here, and you think, okay, maybe he or she, maybe they are not the one person, but I like them anyway, and it's fun to be with them, so why not? But don't expect too much, and just wait how it will develop, how things will develop. And yeah, I think your expectations were quite realistic here, as always, dear Virgo. You're not you like the truth. You like the things you can rely on, things you can touch here and now. You don't like the big ideas and the theoretical stuff. And so your sense for for reality is quite good. And so your suspicions weren't far-fetched. They were quite realistic as well. And I think with the Seven of Cups here, that means there is someone you like and you find attractive and you had some fun with, but you knew from the first moment that this person is neither reliable nor really in love with you, and or if they are, it's just some how do you call it? It's just some crush or something like that. Nothing serious. And but you you thought to yourself, that's not that bad. I'm not in love either. I just want to have some fun. Let's take a look where this whole story goes. And yeah. And but I think, yeah, like I already said, your expectations were quite realistic, and you will soon learn that that you won't have a future together. Um, yeah, but you have the Ace of Pentacles here. You wished for someone really reliable. You wish that this person will develop, that he will or she will go grow up. Yeah, you want them to grow up, but I think chances aren't that good at the moment. Here are the Seven of Cups, and that points on some kind of, some short-term satisfaction, like drugs do. You have some fun, it's great, and afterwards there's nothing left, and there's just an empty room, something like that. And like I already said, you kind of knew that, but part of you maybe hoped that you were wrong. But that's the times when people like to be wrong. But yeah, I think you're not. I think you're quite right here. And you shouldn't let that person consume you for a long time. That could be bad for you, I think. Your surroundings. Yeah, there's some kind of fascination here. That person, it's not easy for you. That person might give you something, is intriguing to you in some way. Or it's a whole different person here. If it's the same person here, then he or she is you're fascinated by them. And but you're also in some way appalled by them. It's both. There's something you don't understand, and that attracts you, but it also appalls you because you don't understand it. And maybe that person is very different than you are here. Fire and earth, and he or she may be a fire person, and so he is impulsive and not that serious with things, with feelings, like you are, and you find that fascinating, you find that erotic and something like that. But yeah, maybe you should just enjoy that. Maybe there could develop something out of it you can't expect yet, but yeah, you want you want things to work here. You're quite fascinated by that person, and you want something inside of you wants to keep that relationship alive. Maybe that person makes you feel alive, makes you feel younger, makes you feel attractive on something. And yeah, he or she gives you what you wish at the moment, but he's not very reliable. I think that's the problem. And you are not that easy with, you can meet other people and stuff, and I can meet other people, but when we spend time together, it's only us two, something like that. People do that nowadays. That's not your style, I think. But some way you want to make it work. I have to, you want to make it work. It's it's in some way important to you here. But it looks difficult for me because here are the Seven of Cups. So my first impression was that it's more like a short-term thing, short-term satisfaction, and after that you will come to your mind. I think you're the Four of Pentacles, I think you will be able to get into your own space, to get back into your own space, and you won't admit the other person to hurt you. And you are because you were aware of that from the beginning. I think you are able to act correctly and to maybe to use the chance of having some fun, having some short-term, like I said, short-term satisfaction here, giving you energy, giving you power, but you in the end you stay for yourself, and you want to you don't want other people to invade your space. And I think that's the best you can do, because I don't see a very bright future here with that person. I just see some seduction. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Some seduction here, but you will find the way out very soon of that seduction. Yeah, so enjoy it while it's lasting. But in the end, you will find your safe space again, and I think it's better for you not to get involved into some romantic stuff right now. Yeah. Okay, I hope you can relate to that, and that you will have a wonderful week next week. And I wish you all the best, and would be very glad if you left a comment or subscribe to my channel. And that's it for now. Have a good week. Goodbye und auf Wiedersehen.